every other day she has class. Every other day, every other Thursday. But hello to anybody here who is chilling and not playing the new drop of Ace Attorney, which I bet a lot of you are, because that's what came out today. When I was just running this video editor script, that's why we're a little late, because I literally can't do anything else on my PC while it runs, because it's doing a lot of like shortcut shenanigans stuff, and so touching other windows really screws it up. So, and it kind of screwed up a little bit because it hit a weird lag thing, but nothing that's not a quick fix. And then we'll get into working on the commission that I have. So very nice. Very weird. Well, that'll be something to figure out later. It's all new editing stuff, so still trying to iron everything out. It's like third-party software stuff, so it's kind of wild. Hello, Mason. Not playing the new Ace Attorney game today, or playing and chillin'. Either's good. I just think it's funny that I expect the vast majority of our regulars to be playing the new Ace Attorney trilogy because it just dropped. I'm so sad. I want to allow like people to talk about it like more with each other in the Discord, but I really can't because the spoilers would be too tempting. Definitely to Mars, and so it's just like don't work. But how have you been, Mason? Are you happy that tomorrow's Friday? Yes, Mars is perfectly fine. Unfortunately, due to her class schedule this final semester, she doesn't have enough days where she ends class early enough to be at 8:30 o'clock streams every single time. So she will be joining us probably in about an hour, I think, roughly, if my memory is correct. And she will be here for that, but it seems like every other Thursday. She doesn't have class on Thursdays, so she will only be late every other Thursday. So that's sort of what's happening. That's how we gotta do it. And then soon she will be free of the night class grind set as she graduates soon, and that'll be pretty epic. All right, perfect. Let's save this now. I can say that I completed my video editing for the day successfully. And then we shall get into the other stuff. The art. That is what we're doing today. Just chilling, trying to get stuff done. You know, same old, same old. Gotta get that work-life stream balance, and this is how we're doing it. Oh. It's in weird ratio. It's blocking me. I've been obscured. Oh. My goodness. It has been so long since I had to talk by myself. So I don't even know how to do it anymore. Alright, let's open my beautiful commission. And if you guys commission me, you'll never see it on stream, because if it's somebody that I know watches stream, I probably won't do your commission on stream. Just because I don't need that. I don't need you seeing what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Hello, Pastry Puff. You took time out of your busy Ace Attorney trilogy day to come hang out. How nice. I feel really honored. I appreciate it. This is not what I'm doing now. Where is it? Here it is. Boop, boop, boop. This one. Fantastic. I'm very quiet, I think. I have fixed that now. I was pretty quiet. Now, I think the lines here are actually pretty good. I think the only issue I have is with the coloring. So That's what we're gonna work on right now. And here, we're gonna make these green. Perfect. The first episode, do they call them episodes instead of turnabouts now? Or is that just what we're calling it right now? Yeah, you gotta savor it. You know, you can't just blaze on right through. You gotta savor the whole process. Why do you have a line there? I don't like that. Are you're starting from Apollo Justice though, Pastry Puff? That one you played? It was the other two you hadn't played yet? 5 and 6? I'm trying to remember. But it's very fun. I haven't gotten it yet. Because I think I'm gonna wait. See if between now and when we end up playing it, it goes on sale. Just because why not, you know? But otherwise, I'll just get it when we need it. Not like it's gonna go up in price. Probably. Most likely. I don't think it will. Let's actually make you... No, if I make you blue, I don't know if I can see behind you. They still turn around, so this is also called episode? Okay. I see. So you're just doing dual destinies. Oh, hell, interesting. This is not what I want. So what if the trilogy changed stuff? Then you'll have to see it when we play it. How nuts. But are you liking it so far? Has it been going well? Obviously no spoilers, but your generalized opinion. I know Nicole was liking it. Seemed like a lot of people played Apollo Justice, but not Dual Destinies or Spirit of Justice. So it seems like that's a lot of what people are doing right now. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I know you had been spoiled. Do you feel like it's really affecting your playthrough so far, or you're feeling pretty good? If you don't mind my asking, how did you get spoiled? What happened? You had a friend tell you, or you're just on some Ace Attorney forums? Dual Destiny is far harder than Apollo Justice was. Ooh, I'm concerned. Well, maybe 3 heads are better than 1. Maybe we won't KO very very often. Oh, that brings me. That's doing me a concern there, Pastry Puff. I don't wanna. I don't wanna keep dying. We definitely haven't done a no death run, but we do pretty well, I think. Only got a couple game overs. I think 3 at max. Definitely 2. But I think it might actually be 3. Who knows? The internet knows. It's in VOD form. Oh, I see. It was harder to find. I missed the word find. I see. See, the only one... I mean, I wasn't looking for the cartridges because whether... so... When we sort of decided that this was going to be a thing that we did on stream, that this was going to be, we're going to play all the Ace Attorney games, that we were going to do it, I eventually started looking for, like, emulators for all the games. And now there was a point in time where it was actually, like, you could get, like, all of the Ace Attorney games for, like, really cheap download off the Nintendo store. But the problem with it is that to, like, so, yeah. So, that's why we planned to use an emulator, because, because to like use the actual DS and like capture card it is like you actually have to physically modify the DS, like open it up on the inside and do shit to it, and I did not want to do that to my DS. Wasn't gonna do that. So it was like they were gonna be emulators or that was it. And so I learned how to like emulate stuff, and I got all of the emulations. Like I got the Miles Edgeworth Investigations and the fan translation for the second one, all in emulators, and those worked great. And then I also got Apollo Justice, and then I also got Dual Destinies, but the only one that I couldn't manage to get to like find and work was Spirit of Justice. That one I was having a lot of difficulties finding, so I was like, okay, this is a bridge we're gonna have to cross when we get there, but you know, I don't know how we're gonna do it, so I was a little concerned. And then they announced that the trilogy was coming out in remastered version, thus on Steam, and I was like, oh my god, lucky day, because whew, now I only have to emulate the Miles Edgeworth Investigation ones, and I already have that down pat, so very freaking neat, very cool, and all set. You hacked your DS to play emulated stuff? Did you do it like by physically opening it, Mason? But I less have the problem about getting it to emulate. I have the problem about getting it to I had the concern about getting it to be able to show on the computer so I could stream it. That was the concern by having that. You have to like do some like physically open the DS for. Just being in the fandom. That sucks, Pastry Puff. Was Tumblr spoiling? Oof. I'm glad that makes me happy, Pastry Puff, that I was only kind of tangentially knowing about Ace Attorney. As like I knew it was a thing. I knew it was a game I would probably like. I knew of Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth. Honestly, that was pretty much it. I really didn't know any other characters. And yeah, I'm happy with that because that has allowed me to be very spoiler free. However, I will say now that I'm certainly in the fandom, kind of, you know, I don't really go specifically looking for a lot of stuff, but I will say when I open my Pinterest, there is always some sort of like Ace Attorney art, but none of it has been spoilers. It's mostly like Phoenix or Edgeworth, and it's mostly just like aesthetic, so nothing really to concern myself with. And I don't go on Pinterest that often, but it's really funny. Some stuff onto the SD card. Yeah, unfortunately it would be a lot more difficult than that to get it to a point where I could show the DS on the computer. And that was the big concern there for streaming. I was, however, if the second trilogy didn't come out remastered like it is now and it's on the computer, I was going to be like, we're just setting up cameras and playing it on the DS. And you guys would watch it through the camera. Because it's like I was playing these games no matter what. But the universe heard my pleas, and we didn't have to resort to that. Oh, that's good, Pastry Puffs. Only one game had some spoilers for you. That's good. I'm glad that it wasn't both 5 and 6. But I'm glad you're also still enjoying in general, even though you have been spoiled. That's good. See, the true trick about being spoiler for stuff is to forget. That's a true skill. See, Mars, if she's spoiled long enough in the past, she's already forgotten the whole thing. So that's the true superpower. To be spoiled but forget, so you were really never spoiled in the first place. Oh, I didn't realized I was on the wrong layer. You're still mastering the forgetting. Ooh. Another animatic. Oh snap, Pastry Puff, you're really getting into this. I mean, you know, like I said, like I commented on, your first one was very, very good. I have no idea about the characters or anything like that, but ooh, I did feel it. I did feel the emotion in it. And I think your art in general got better from doing it. I definitely see some improvement, which is really neat to see. You know, you just gotta keep drawing again and again and again. That's basically how you do it. You know, there's, of course, more nuance to it than that. But, you know, the basic premise is just keep drawing again and again and again. So, guys, it's actually happening. The 3D modeling goal is slowly coming to fruition. Dylan found a course, an online course for us to follow, and he just bought himself a drawing tablet. So... so nuts, so neat. And it comes tomorrow. So this weekend we're gonna start learning how to 3D model, and I'm so excited. I need to be able to have my boys as 3D figures. It would be so cool. I mean, that's a good method, Pastry Puff. I'm honestly, knock on wood, pretty lucky when it comes to spoilers. But I'm also a very passive fandom consumer, I guess. At least, especially in like recent years. Brain worky, yes. Like I try not to look up a lot of Ace Attorney's stuff. I definitely don't look up a lot of fandom stuff, just overall, most of the time. Just kind of how I go. I'm just kind of vibing. Sometimes the algorithm will give me something and I'll tentatively maybe look at something, but most of the time it's pretty good. That is true, Pastry Puff. See, that is true. Now you can be in the fandom all you want. That's the true success, the true goal, one might say. I don't know if it's the goal, but it's a great great thing to have. Now you can be spoiler free because there's no more spoilers. When does the next Layton game come out, Pastry Puff? World of Steam or whatever it is? I'm very curious. Because I know you're going to hop on that one too. And if you're willing, could you describe the sort of like play style of the Layton games? I see there's a lot of dialogue. Is it fairly... I know to say it's like Ace Attorney is a tough thing to sort of compare, but more like, yeah, you know the kinds of games we play on stream. We like to have voices. You think it would fit? I know there's like a story involved, so. Professor Layton and the New World of Z. Next year? Wow. That's a long time. I'm so sorry. At least you have the Ace Attorney trilogy to keep you entertained while you have to wait for that. Because I think I might, you know, obviously very far in the future, but yeah, I'm always thinking in terms of future of what games we would play next. And a lot of people have suggested Danganronpa, but I don't know. Me personally, I'm not that into it. A lot of, and you know, and I'm talking like very, very base vibes. like, I'm not even looking into it because of, like, I don't want to be spoiled. But, it's definitely, like, doesn't seem as much the vibe as I was going for. But who knows if any of you have played it. It's really depressing. See, that's what I don't want. I don't want that. See, thank you, Mason. All right, this gives me reason to have these feelings, because I do not want depressing. I don't want depressing. And then Dylan's like, well, you know, Celeste and Pax and everything in Ace Attorney, but the game itself is not depressing. Just because there's like sad bits in it, that's different. But the overall vibe of Ace Attorney is like very uplifting and very positive and very friendships and growth, personal growth. Okay, if you don't have to do all of them. Oh, goodness. Is it mystery pastry puff? I know there's like twists and stuff. So would you consider it mystery? That's my understanding. Well, damn, Mason. Yeah, I don't think if Danganronpa is specifically the only work of fiction that has made you actually physically cry, I don't stand a chance. I don't stand a chance. Because I cry very easily to media. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. There's a couple Ace Attorney moments where I've like welled up and had like a moment. And I've had to be like, to tape it down. But, whew, yeah, I don't know if I could survive. That would be rough. Oh, now we're talking about how Professor Layton makes you sad. But I feel like Professor Layton is still positive in the end, right, Pastry Puff? It doesn't end... it's not depressing, right? Like, there's a difference between having moving, sad moments, kind of like what you depicted in the I think that was the Catriel animatic you just recently did. But there's a difference between that and just, like, being depressing, sort of grim, dark vibes. Oof. Dang, Mason. Yeah, I definitely feel like if we're gonna start that, we gotta be in it for, like, the long run. Unless like, two of us really hate it. So, I feel like, to me, that's, like, on the backest of the burners. Because I just... Now, I will say, the Professor Layton games would have to... That to be, like a thing, would have to be, easily streamable, right? I don't know. Let's look at Steam a second. Good, not grimdark. Oh, I can't spell. Yeah, I don't know how we'd play Layton. We'd have to emulate it. And I'd have to get pretty good at emulating. We'll see how my my Miles Edgeworth Investigation emulation goes. Because also, like, I know Ghost Trick, that's definitely on the list as well, and of course our Studio Investigative games, and they keep coming out with more, so very exciting there. But, and like I said, this is very, very far in the future, but I can't help but, like, contemplate it, you know? Be like, how would we do this? How would we go about it? Etc. etc. You've never played any of the Professor Layton games? Damn, you guys being like, I don't cry very much, but these games made me cry. I'm like, I cry so easily. That's very much on the list. Basically, it's every Ace Attorney game, Ghost Trick. Those are like the main ones. That's like bam. And the two more Studio Investigative games that we have right now, which are the people who made Elevator Hitch and Cold Front. They have two. They have Eloquent Countenance and their newest one called Dead Plate. It's very cool. You're playing Ghost Trick right. You're replaying Ghost Trick right now. Very nice. Yeah, so that's definitely 100% on the list. We're definitely doing that. It's after that, so like we got time. You know, we got time because like it's been like almost a year. It'll be like a year and a half by the time we finish Trials and Tribulations, I think. I feel like that's the math. So that was only 3 games. So then we have 2 games. That's like another year. And then we have 3 more games, another year and a half. And then we have 2 more games, another year. So like we got time before I even have to think about this. But you know, I can't help but think about it. Maybe they'll come out with a new Ace Attorney. I don't think they will. A 3rd Edgeworth Investigations. That would be kind of funky. We do have so much time. We really, really do. I like having a plan, and so the fact that there's like an end in existence, it's definitely like brain stuff being like, oh no, Ori, you gotta know what comes next. And I'm like, no, I don't. And it's like, yes, you do. But we really do have a lot of time. And then on top of that, like, it'll be a long time before all those videos even come out on YouTube. So it's like we got years and years and years. Because every single stream is like 8 videos. Ooh. I'm so obviously without spoiling. The investigation game has like a different play style. Like you don't go to trial? Is that sort of how it works? Kind of like how you have Pokemon and then you have Pokemon like Mystery Dungeon or something? Where it's like different? Ooh. That's neat. Can't look at it though. No spoils. I'm so excited for all of it though. It'll be super cool. Okay, let's actually get on the shading now. Shall we? But it does have a different playstyle. Yes, good. Oh, okay. Very fun. I'm excited. And if the Dylan show is any taste of what is to come, I think it'll be pretty great. But yeah. Ace Attorney, you know, honestly, in a way, I'm happy we got into Ace Attorney so late. Specifically because, like, we get to have the second trilogy remastered. Like, I didn't have to do any Hoopy Scooby. I just get to buy it off. I almost said Steam, and just play pretty easy. I will say, I think that like the 3D models are gonna like throw me for a loop though. I think I'm gonna be wigged out the first time we like see him in the game, because every time I see one, I'm just like, oh. Oh. So it'll be very interesting. But I'm so excited to 3D model. I hope I can make a good host. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. So if you guys haven't seen Dungeon Meshi, well, you should. And I'm going to say this every single time. But one of the big, like, anime merch figure shops, has this really pretty Marcel, one of the characters, figure that's like in like a scene. I'm gonna bring it up here. Open image, new tab. So she's in, oh god, lag. Nope, don't do that. So she's in like this scene. Christmas of 2022. That recently though, dang. Nice. But so it's like this really fun scene of like a bunch of things that we see in everything, and it's very nice. It's just very, very pretty. And so this is like the vibe I want to get eventually. I want to have like a really cool Outcast one where it's like a whole scene with like, you know, maybe some of the animals and maybe some other stuff in it. It'll be really cool. Yeah, if they come out with a Leos one, who's the main character and my favorite character, like that, I think I'd have to freaking splurge, man. Because, oh boy, it would be so pretty. Right now they only have a Leos Nendoroid, which I did get because, like, look at him. And he comes with a little walking mushroom. It's so cute. And he has one of the dishes, and it's just really cute. And his sword, Kensuke, just great. It looks good. I love it. I love him. He's great. But I really want like a whole figure. And if they come out, I'm so upset. We like just got into playing Ace Attorney as like that company came out with the Ace Attorney figures, and specifically Ace Attorney pop-up parade ones, which are like to scale. Some of them are more expensive than others. I have one that is like, it was like $78. That's the most expensive one I have. But the other two that I have, and then Leos, he's only $45, and so with like shipping it's like $50, which is definitely not cheap, but compared to like the Marcel was like $180. So it's like that would be a splurge, and that's why I would only get something like that if it was one of my favorite characters of all time, who was Leos. But they had these really cool like to scale Ace Attorney figures of Edgeworth and Phoenix that I'm really sad I missed out on, because we started playing the game after they were available. It was like, I'm so sorry, Major Bob. I'm so sorry that we can't converse about all the cool things, and that it takes us so long to play games. But it means that there is lovely content from us, your obviously favorite streamers and video Ace Attorney players of all time. I know. It means there's content for years to come. I have some delicious tea, which is honestly, it's very fitting. It's decaf orange spice noir. So I feel like I'm in a noir film. I need more good mystery visual novel games to exist, just so I don't have to worry about ever running out of future content. That's obviously the thing. Ooh, sweet tea, so good. I had sweet tea the other day. My job was super chill today, but I'm sad because the doodles I was doing, I wasn't really feeling. So, nothing I'm crazy psyched about there. But, you know, it's a sketchbook. They're not all supposed to be amazing. But Maisen's amazing. And Pastry Puff's amazing. Every time you say that, both you and Maisen and Enthuse have names like that just get the name drops randomly. Is this the wrong side for a shadow? Yeah, probably. Do I care that much? No. My shading is for vibe. I will admit, 90% of the time. Oh, so Mason, have you had any good ideas? I know you're struggling for ideas on what to happen in your comic. Have you figured anything out? Have you thought of anything? Yes, lovely. Do you like sweet tea on its own more, Pastry Puff, or do you like the sweet tea lemonade mix? I think I like the sweet tea lemonade mix more, but I still really like sweet tea. Dylan really only likes the mix. He can't do it if he, it's just the other thing. Like sweet tea on its own. Iron out the details. Yeah, that's a big part of it. Mars and I are like quickly approaching our like everything backlog. And so it's definitely a little like, oh, crunch. Feeling it. But you get her done. And we're getting her done. Did you guys watch the dub that came out yesterday of the comic? Because it has Sinnett and Ferrex and Aster voices dropped in it. Ooh. Very fancy. You get to guess who plays who. You can almost certainly easily guess who plays who. But still. Alrighty. What am I doing here? There it is. You like hot tea or cold tea more, Pastry Puff? I think I like hot tea more than iced tea, but I do like iced tea quite a lot. Do you like bubble tea? Now, I like, when I say that, I don't mean specifically with the bubbles, which is funny, but you really don't have to go to a bubble tea shop and get bubbles in your tea. I don't like the bubbles in my tea. I really don't. So, I never get bubbles in my tea. But I like the flavors and stuff that they offer. They're always really good. You have never had bubble tea? Ugh. You gotta try it, Pastry Puff. I think you'd like it. Now, the bubbles, they're not for everybody. Like I said, I don't like the bubbles. But the tea itself is really good. You can get, like, tea milkshakes or tea slushies. And they have, like, lots of yummy flavors like strawberry and pineapple and brown sugar honey. And, oh, so good. So delicious. Now I really want bubble tea. I should try and find a bubble tea place when I'm out tomorrow. Maybe there will be one around. Choked. Oh no, Nathan, no. I prescribed you bubble tea without the bubbles. Don't do that. I don't like pieces in my beverages, so I don't enjoy the bubbles. But the tea is good stuff. Highly recommend. This is coming along. You guys have watched The Owl House, right? I feel like the answer is yes, but maybe I'm wrong. Hello, Roval. How are you? We're just chilling today. Mars will be showing up probably in the next 15-20 minutes. But we're just hanging, working on some commission stuff. Oh, I see, Mason, you made fairy bread. How was it? I would do it. I think it would be good if we got pound cake and then put frosting on it and then put sprinkles on it. That sounds like it'd be amazing. Would Amphibia and Owl House be considered isekai? 100% yes. Definitely. I don't see what would possibly put them not in the isekai genre. Unless specifically isekais are like gendered. Because I know like it's shonen versus shoujo. That's like gendered, you know. It matters what the main protagonist's gender is. Oh, well. You'll have to give us an update on how it is, Mason. Whew. I'm definitely not as good as talking to myself as I used to be. And that's why it's good I'm not talking to myself, because you guys are here. Well, okay, what the reason I asked about the Owl House was because of the last piece for this specific client is King from Owl House, the little like Cubone looking guy, as a dragon, which is pretty neat. It'll be definitely interesting to make happen. Oh, there you go then. Then, according to that pastry puff, 100%. Yes, so my understanding is that shonen is power of friendship, action vibes, but with a male protagonist. And shoujo is the same thing, but with a female protagonist. That's my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. Shonen versus shoujo. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a different one. Shonen versus seinen. That's it. No. Seinen is towards young men versus shonen is towards young boys. There's like a female one. They're like different. Yeah. Okay. It's who they're target. Okay. I understand now. The genre is based on the target audience, not the protagonist, but thus they like relate. So like shonen is targeted towards teenage boys versus seinen is targeted towards young men, and then shoujo is targeted towards teenage girls, and yosei is targeted towards young women. That's the understanding I'm getting now. I don't know, there's so many genres that anime can be or have that it gets to be a lot really fast. Yo no hablas. I know that I like shonen because I like the power of friendship vibes, and that's really that's my main selling point in my, like, personally. I love that shit. I eat that up all the time. Literally, if it's good and it has power of friendship, top tier stuff. So thus that means I like a lot of the mainstream animes because, like, a lot of them are shonen. But it's like, I don't think Attack on Titan would be considered shonen, would it? I've never watched it. Ooh. I like that you're making it like what you would have wanted, Pastry Puff. I like that you're like, these are like, ooh, I know how I would rewrite this scene. I think that's really fun. Oh, I missed. Oh, that was two at once. Uh-huh. Ooh. Oh, snap. Well, you'll give them what they deserve, Pastry Puff. You'll treat this character right. That's always the worst when they kind of like sideline a character.
Who got
Especially one that
sidelined?
you like. Apparently, this character in one of the Professor Layton, well, had been in the first 3 Professor Layton games, but in the 3rd game, while there was like definitely cues that this character was gonna have like cool character arc stuff, just kind of disappeared and didn't come back.
Oh, that's so sad.
Well, the concept disappeared and never come back. So like they just kind
Poor
of didn't have
character.
their growth bit. Yes, Mars has arrived.
Yes, I am
Everyone's
back
saying
from
hi,
class,
Mars.
everybody. Which I actually just found out some really good news. So I told Ori this class I'm taking on Thursdays is asynchronous, which is already very nice. Asynchronous meaning it's partly in person, partly online. Here I was thinking that I would have to go on Zoom for most of my Thursdays. No. I literally just complete the work on my own time,
Oh,
as long as I get
shit.
everything in on time.
That's even better, man.
And we
Wow.
only meet in person once a month.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
epic AF. Wow,
I
that's
just-
even better than I thought what it was gonna be when you mentioned it to me.
I
thought
know
it was like an
better
every other
than what
week thing.
I thought it was gonna be when I mentioned it to you.
Damn. Wow.
That was like the coup de grace.
That's like epic as hell. This worked out really
Right?
good for us. Oh boy.
This worked out phenomenally.
Damn. Guys, we
So
have been very
I
lucky.
am happy
knock
to
on wood.
say, that on the rare day, I will be late. Rather than saying on the rare day, I will be early.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I
Dang.
can switch those 2 around.
Look at that, guys. That means our regular like Baldur's Gate and our character creation, which everybody really seemed to enjoy that one night, with Aroma, will
Yes.
come back.
Aroma scone.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm so damn tired.
Oh no.
Ugh. My
I had like my
body
easiest
is
day of this entire week.
not used to waking up at 6:30 and then seeing 9 kids back to
Mm.
back with a lunch.
Yeah, that's a lot. Children are a lot.
Children are a lot. But they're all so sweet. I love them.
Apparently,
I got to meet them all this week and they are phenomenal. I adore them.
so it's
I'm
really
already
funny.
attached.
Someone that Dylan works with who is not like a full ADA yet,
Mhm.
like a full lawyer yet, they like asked him, they're like, hey Dylan, I don't know if like doing this whole law school thing is like worth it, like it's a lot of work, like do you like being a lawyer? And Dylan's like every time
Like
I
sit
come
down, let
home
me tell ya.
and I ask Ori how her day was, and she tells me about it, and I am full of envy and regret, of anger, because my days are really, really chill compared to like the vast majority of jobs, like incredibly chill. And I am very thankful for that. I did 2 years of a very, very not chill job.
Dylan,
So,
you're like, I should have been an arborist.
well, Dylan's like, no, I do really like it. Like, that's, like, he wanted to become an attorney, and that's what he really wanted to do. But, it's definitely, it was funny because today, one of the crew members on a job site I was at, like, asked me, they're like, so what kind of degree do you have for this? I was like, oh yeah, you know, I have a environmental biology degree, but it's mostly having, like, this certification. And while the degree helps you get the certification like sooner, you can get it without having a degree by having like more years of experience, right? So basically, it's like the way that the degree works. I think it's like you need 6 years of experience to, or even like take the test. You need a 2-year degree and like 4 years of experience, or a 4-year degree and like 2 years of experience, something like that. And so, you know, it allows you to take the test sooner without having like specifically been on the job by having a degree, but it's not required. But that's what allows me to have the job I have. But he's like, yeah, I'm looking to have something a lot like calmer than, you know, working because they're digging pits. You know, that's what they're doing. They're digging holes, which is very strenuous. Oh my god, I could never. And so, yeah, I'm like, oh, pretty
That
chill.
is quite a lot.
Today was doubly chill because the second job I had, that was the most of the day. So I had one job site I was at from like 7 to 9, and the second job site I was at from 9 to technically 3, but I get to leave early 90% of the time.
Yeah, that's very
Literally
nice.
only had one tree. So I only had to make measurements to one tree. Which
That's
makes
even
the
better.
paperwork side of it, which is the most time consuming. Well, it made the data gathering and the paperwork side of it really, really quick and easy because it was only one tree. So I really got to chill today too.
That is phenomenal. Go you.
Ooh, interesting pastry
No
puff. You
such
added
thing
the
as chill in my
foreshadowing.
line of work.
Yeah, you know, I think like I deserve it. You know, you guys went to
You
more
do.
school while I worked my ass off for 2 years. You know, it's my turn to be chill.
Mom said it's my turn with the chill.
My turn with the chill job. So it's not dead trees. So basically, whenever I work mostly with like gas line utilities, but it can be any buried utility. If they have to dig a hole in the sidewalk for literally any reason, if a company has to dig a hole in the sidewalk, or you know, like the lawn area that like the city owns, and there is a tree, dead or alive, within 50 feet of where they're digging the hole. Oh.
Get the act.
No, technically my entire job is paperless. It's all on the computer. They give me a laptop, and they give me a wireless hotspot, and I basically do everything in Google Docs, and then I email it to people. So there's no paper involved. I do have to use paper for...
being eco-friendly.
I do have to use paper for, like, getting paid, in the sense of that, like, they have one archaic thing, which is, like, time slips, where the, like, foreman of the job has to physically sign a slip of paper for me to, like, document that I was indeed here with their, like, desire to have me there, basically.
Oh, that's fun.
But that's the only paper that I use. Otherwise, everything else is literally in Google Docs. It's very Google Doc heavy thing. It's basically like a spreadsheet template, and I just fill it out with the relevant information, and then I add pictures that I take with my phone, and I download it, and then I email it. Well, it's not fully cotton. It's actually it is actually paper,
It's like
Mason,
a
but it's a
hybrid.
special paper. Yeah. So it's both. And now what's
That's
very
really weird.
interesting about that, and they do it because so it can go through like the laundry machine, basically, that it's more durable than a piece of paper, so that if you launder
the
a
number of
dollar,
dollars
not
that I have
money
been
laundering,
through.
but if you
Oh,
money
washing
launder.
machine.
If you put $1 in your pocket through the washing machine, it won't disintegrate into mush, and you won't lose your dollar. But money gets recycled in the sense of that, like, a dollar bill doesn't last forever. Eventually it gets taken out of rotation, and that's when, like, new crisp dollar bills get printed. What happens to all that money? Well, it has to get shredded. And we're talking shredded into, like, 1/2 inch by, like, 1 millimeter little strips. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Really shredded.
Shrink it
Because
down.
you can't, they can't recycle it, they can't do it. It's like a legal thing. It's like a money thing. This is America, you know, I don't know anywhere else. But the point is that the college that I went to specifically was one of the top colleges, if not the top college in the country for paper engineering. So basically you had a major that was called like a paper engineer, and your whole job was to be good at making better papers, basically, and like special papers. And we had a whole paper mill, basically, where they would take pulp and they would make like actual like official paper, not like just your little like screen thing that they're like, oh, DIY at home. No, like actual like machines and like you know, vats and all this sort of stuff. But so what they do is they actually get this shredded money and they recycle it into new paper. So because of that, I have a periodic table that is printed on paper that has shredded bits of old American dollars in it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very neat. That was my long story. I hope it was entertaining.
Fascinating story it was.
I'm proud of my money periodic table.
As you should be.
It also, so besides being durable, also being weird paper obviously helps the money not be, counterfeit, that's the word. My brain was saying copyrighted, but I'm like, this is not the word I want.
It's like close, but also no.
Yeah, it was like yes, but no. Because you can't get that paper. And that's why they have to shred it, and they can't just like make it into new paper, because if you could get the special money paper outside of the government as like full sheets of paper, that would be bad for the money laundering. Money laundering is not that. The counterfeiting. This is the word I want. There's too many words. Why is Mundering?
What is happening?
Ori is shutting down. Why
Ori
is
having
money
a time over there.
laundering called such? I don't know.
Not a clue. It is a mystery to all of us.
I do not know. I'm so uncertain.
I'm trying to think of something I could share. There is something that happened today, but I'm also like, how much does chat actually want to know?
We could talk about cherry magic again.
Oh god, that episode was so cute.
Well, I didn't tell you, Mars. So, as you heard before, Dylan found like a class for like an online, course. That's the word, course, for 3D modeling.
Yes.
And he bought himself a drawing tablet. Now, we're gonna see.
Amazing.
He didn't buy himself a screen drawing tablet. He bought himself one like the one I've given/lent to you. I probably will never ask for it back, but legal purposes,
it's
I have
still
lent it to you indefinitely. But yeah, he didn't want like a screen one. And I'm like, why, Dylan? Like, it's like you can get pretty inexpensive ones like from these good companies compared to my incredibly expensive one. Because nowadays it's a much bigger thing.
Ones out there.
And he's like, no. He got like a very, very inexpensive one that's not a screen one, it's like yours. But it's like, he's touting that he's a gamer, so it's not a problem that he has to draw like with his hand down but look at the screen, and it won't be a big learning curve for him. But I don't know. We'll see.
So confident.
It's certainly a learning curve.
I hope the confidence pays off. I really genuinely do.
But it comes tomorrow, and that means we can finally start on this course. Because I want to.
Amazing.
I want to really bad. I know you follow the Good Smile Company as well on Instagram. Have you seen the Marcille figure of her like sitting in the like scene?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so damn cute.
So Well, it's very expensive, and if they have a Laos one, though, I might have to splurge. If they get a Laos one, I might.
did not check the price for my own sanity.
Yeah, it's just under $200.
Yeah, ow.
But again, if they do a really nice Laos one, that might be my splurge for the month of something. Because
You know
like,
what my
whew,
You know what my splurge for the month is? I'm going to a crepe cafe tomorrow, and I'm getting myself a crepe. Or I'm gonna DoorDash one. I don't care. I
ooh,
just want a fucking crepe.
get a crepe. Now I want a crepe. We were talking about bubble tea earlier, and
Right.
now I want bubble tea.
I got a crepe and a haircut tomorrow, so
Ooh, Mars
I am
getting
looking
fancy.
forward to getting rid of, guys, my hair is down to my mid-back. I
Ugh.
can't anymore. It's so annoying. I have been braiding it for the last 3 nights because I just cannot fight with it in the morning. I literally do not have the time for that. So I'm like trying to minimize as many knots as possible, but it's like I go through so much shampoo, it takes forever to dry, it takes forever to brush, and it gets so knotted. I'm like, we're going back to shoulder length. I can't do this anymore. Especially with my kiddos. Yeah, we're going to shoulder length. I can't do this. I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
See, it's so funny. I never cut my hair for the like convenience. I had, you know, my hair never really got that long, but I never cut it for the convenience. The reason I
The
started cutting my hair,
I remember your hair being was actually middle school.
yeah, that was
I think
that was
the
probably it.
longest I've
And
ever
that was
seen your
maybe like start of mid back, lower upper back.
Yeah, you
my hair
definitely
just-
never got to the lengths that I get to.
No, 100% not. But my hair just definitely never got that long, just such as life. And I wasn't trying to make it like very long or anything. I was like, 11. But the reason that I started cutting it short. Hello, I love drawing. I also love
Oh, hey,
drawing.
I love
How
drawing.
are you? Welcome.
We all
welcome.
love drawing.
Well, I love drawing. We'll start with
We are varying degrees of good at drawing, but we do love drawing.
I'm Ori with the pink hair, and that's Mars with the red hair. And,
Hello.
I also love drawing. Mars likes to look at drawings a lot more than she likes to do
I
the
like
actual
I
drawing.
like coloring them. Hence why I do it
Yes.
for our comic.
The color. Yes, and we have a comic I love drawing. But what am I drawing today is a brain fart.
Commission.
That's what it is. Yes, it is a commission for
Ben10.
war horn based off of the Blitzwolfer alien from Ben10. And that's what we're working on right now.
See, chat, this is why she needs me.
Yes, I do need Mars.
You gotta
I used
keep
up
the
all my
brain
brain power
active.
before you got here to hold down the fort.
Oh, geez, it must have been so exhausting.
I'm definitely out of practice. I'm
Such a
definitely out of
trooper.
practice. But
It-
how are
it's okay.
you drawing?
Only
I'm just
have
gonna
to
call
do
you
it
drawing.
once a month now.
Yes, and I'll get back into a little more practice, but probably not very much because it's only once a month.
Exactly. You don't got it. Oh.
Yes. What was I saying now? Oh, I cut it because I have curly hair. But not like super tight curls, right? Just, moderate curls. I don't know what the like hair chart is. People are like C4, like I don't know what mine is. But
Not a clue.
if it's long, it obviously like weighs itself down, so it's not as curly. But when I cut it like right at like shoulder length, it's like really curly and bouncy and fun. And that's why I started cutting my hair short, because I wanted to have the curl. And I don't do anything with my hair. I'm lazy with my hair. I'm not like curling it or doing anything with it.
Yeah, no, I don't curl, I don't straighten. It's too much work. Hairbrush, hair tie, clip, done.
Yeah, exactly. But leaving it black and white is kind of its own form of coloring. I love drawing. But yeah, it's it's all a skill. But
It's
thank
a
you. I'm glad
stylish
you like it.
choice.
What kind of stuff do you draw? Yes, Mason. Hair battleship. I'm definitely one of those people that's like, I like to watch a lot of like beauty routine stuff and be like, this is very interesting. I wish that I had time for all of these hobbies, but no.
If only.
Same with like when I watch some of my favorite cosplayers do like cosplay makeup, I'm just like, yes, envy. I want that, but
Those are
also
the ones that hurt me the most.
I
'cause
could
want
never.
the most.
I could never. But it's like, oh, you look like a hot anime boy, but you're obviously, you know, feminine originally. That's what I want in life. Can I have that? I can if I tried, but I'm too lazy to put in the same amount of effort into figuring out how to do cool anime boy makeup as art. I have to look these up, Roval. I have to know. I don't know very many haircuts. Barbers.
I'm not
cuts.
familiar with these either.
Oh, okay, okay. It's kind of got like it's short on the sides, a little longer in the top. It looks like that sort of classic kind of side part. And then what's the school cut? Okay, yeah. Same basic vibe. You know, short on the sides, longer on the top. You know, sometimes a fade, sometimes not. Kind of side parted if it's longer on the top. Okay, I see. Very nice. I mean, it's a good hairstyle, Roval. So, Dylan's is kind of that way. His isn't as hard parted to the side. The only gripe is the bangs. I had bangs once upon a time, and I haven't in a long time.
Sad.
Ooh, I love drawing mystical animals. I'm just gonna anything I call you I heart drawing is just gonna be funny to say in any sentence that involves drawing. It's not a bad thing, it's a funny thing. And you also do animation.
I feel like heart would work.
Heart?
Maybe.
I don't know. I heart drawing. It's all good. I feel like they all could be. It's like sort of kind of cool guy, right? Like it's like if you just say sorta, you know, it's kind of weird. But what kind of animations do you do of the animals? Do you have like characters that like the animals that like OCs, original characters of the animals? Do you have original species that you do, or you like doing more like known mythical creatures? I mean, both are good. I love mythical creatures. I once did Inktober, and it was all like D&D creatures that sort of just evolved into different kinds of chimeras. And not chimeras the specific like lion, goat, snake, you know, more like multiple animals smushed together into one animal, which is honestly the biggest vibe. Like, that is my vibe, hands down. If you can smush multiple animal features into one animal, that's the coolest thing. I gotta show this off.
A hella good vibe.
I feel like iHeart Drawing would really appreciate this. One of my coolest, in my opinion, species that I ever made, and I don't know if I'll top it, was something I made for a D&D campaign that I ran, and it is called...
Ori and I are part of the same table. We play with 3 other people.
Yes. Now we're into Pathfinder, but we used to play 5e. And
we have moved on.
I was the DM on our last long-form campaign, and I created this
so fun.
Cool creature, which is honestly one of my favorites. And I apparently cannot find the original color palette. Why not? I see all the fancy color palettes. Where is my original color palette?
Did you save it somewhere else?
Yeah, probably.
Ah, okay.
I'll get there. We'll find it. Here it is. I like the original color palette the most. That's why it matters. Oh, my computer's taking a second. It's loading.
Oh.
Let's see. There it is. It's the Kasvara. It is specifically made to fight dragons based on the ichneumon mythological creature, and an ichneumon is mongoose, kind of. So this is a mongoose.
It was our pet, and we loved it.
But it's really good at like jumping,
I
and
loved
it
it,
can't
at least.
fly, but it can glide. So it basically whole thing is to like take down dragons like out of the air, so it can like jump high enough to like grab a dragon and like bring it down. They get pretty big, like dragon sized as well. Like so they're not just little small things. But yeah, I really liked them. He's really cool. I made different color morphs for it specifically, but yeah, so fun. That's probably my favorite one I've made.
For good reason. She is beautiful.
But there's also some cool other ones. Little chibi people. Chibis are really cute. They're
Aw.
something that I like always admire, but I've definitely never like super into enough for me to like draw. I'll just admire other people's pretty chibis. I really like, so you'll hear this on stream if you hang around, I Heart Drawing. I like leggies. The leggies are
Ori
my
loved
favorite part.
They-
The leggies are my
feathers.
favorite part. Feathers are also really great. But the leggies are my favorite part.
What you doing, kitty cat?
Thank you. I'm glad you like them. But we do if you like comics, we do Mars and I write a comic, and it's basically animal people, not
Ori-
furries in the sense
Ori,
that like they don't
art-
have animal heads.
I write. That's where
Yes.
my forte lies.
And I'm trying to get up the actual thing.
I'm gonna assume
Yes.
Peggy's was an autocorrect.
It was. It has been corrected to leggies.
Because that just makes me laugh hysterically.
But we got lovely boys, such as Ferrix. So you know, look at them leggies, lovely leggies. We've got Milano, who also he has different he doesn't have the full leggies, but you know he's got tails and scales. I mean he's a very handsome man. But you
Tails
got
and
of
scales
course
is such a good
Feathers,
combination.
which is Aster, who has leggies and wings. Lovely. And last but not least, we also have Cinnamon, a little pretty boy. Such a cutie.
Baby.
You're gonna do the whole ad read? All right, we'll do the whole ad
Oh,
read.
might as well.
You'll
Let's
take
do it.
a drink. Mason,
Hydrate.
of water. Yeah, hydrate, don't dehydrate. Let's go to the commercial break. Yes. All right, Mars and I, we make this comic
I have
Outcast.
disappeared momentarily.
Yes,
Forgive my
I will
disembodied
disappear
voice.
momentarily too. Yes, we write this comic Outcast. It's available on Webtoon. It's also available on Tapas and Global Comics. Yes, Outcast. Stranded on an island, researcher Hotsun Aram has no choice but to place his trust in a ragtag group of pirates and their eccentric Captain Milano in order to get home. But when it seems another person may be on the island, it puts the pirates and Hotsun's research in jeopardy. Yes, this is a fully colored, fully illustrated comic.
Hi,
And just
Nicole.
look at these lovely, lovely backgrounds, if I do say so myself. Yes, Outcast. That is, it has even significantly more. I think it has 27 episodes now. 28 episodes out now.
Yep.
This is old.
Oh, we're getting there.
Outcast.
And
yes.
another coming out this Monday.
Another coming out this Monday. But you don't like reading, you say. Well, do I have news for you? Outcast has a dub that you can find on Folding Planet's YouTube channel. Yes, it is a dub. It is fully dubbed with lovely voice acting and sound effects and ambiance. So, that's... Now, if you're still not convinced, you have to listen to these very real, very, generous reviews. Playful, anime-esque, furry pirates. I can't believe it's not a BL. A hot load of fun. Cute Boy Pirate Island. and I don't know who to ship anymore. Yes, that is Outcast again, found on Webtoon, Tapas,
We also
or Global
have
Comics.
more comments that came from more real people.
Which you can find, but it's
Yes.
also on YouTube, Folding Planets. That's Outcast, Outcaste. Thank you very much. We're about to hit a year.
Yes. On Tuesday,
On Tuesday,
we will hit a
we
full
will hit a
year of doing this.
which is
Man.
very, very cool. Very nuts.
Happy birthday, Outcast. Oh no, I just thought of a poster idea.
It's
Shit.
just a lot of keep going, I Heart Drawing. I was not like this
It's a lot
a
of
while
keep on
ago.
keeping on.
The very original comic panels were much, much more amateurish. It has just been years of drawing the comic and doing it. You just get better.
Yes.
You know, it's just keep going, keep trying, and you'll improve. I promise. I've been doing this
And
for.
if you want to learn more about how we did the comic, come to our Tuesday nights. Although we do end up talking about like every night except for Ace Attorney night.
Yes. I don't. It's weird to say that I have been drawing consistently for 9 years. It's kind of weird, but it's
Pretty
true.
good milestone for you too.
But Nicole, yes, when are the panel updates coming up? This weekend. I don't know if it will be Saturday. I don't know if it will be Sunday. I will say in the Discord. I'll probably at all the readers. It'll happen before the new episode goes up on Monday, because I want to be able to put at the end of that episode for all the other readers that aren't in the Discord that it did that. And I Heart Drawing, if you do have a Discord, I recommend you joining our Discord, because I
mean, you
love
can
to
draw
see...
on it too. We
Well,
have a channel
exactly.
for that.
I would love to see your art and everything, and you can see everybody else's art. I know Pastry Puff's been working on some animatics recently. That's a new venture for them, and they're having a lot of
Yes.
fun. So
People post pretty frequently on there, so
Yeah.
it's nice.
and
to
we're pretty
see.
active, a nice little community. We'd be
We're
happy to have
active,
you.
We're friendly.
And you can always ask questions too. Everybody's very willing to answer and do stuff like that. But yeah, so Nicole, probably what will happen is it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I'll let everybody know in the Discord when that happens, when I do it. Because I can't like schedule it to happen, so I just have to do it. And then
It's one of those things Ori needs to be present
but
for.
definitely
That's the
by
problem.
time the new episode comes out on Monday, you'll be able to do it. Well, Discord is very fun, I Heart Drawing, but no pressure to make it a count if you know. But we'd be happy to have you.
More than happy to have you.
I was saying other brain
Oh my gosh,
things.
I saw the other good smile stuff you sent me, Ori.
Yes, I know.
The
can't
fairy
believe
magic.
I
Oh my
can't
god,
believe
they
that
made
they
them.
have that in
They
Android.
made them already.
I
There's
think-
only 3 episodes out.
I know, right? I think the only if I
They're
was
so
to
damn
get
cute.
a cherry magic figure, I would get like, so you know how in like the like mid the commercial break screen where it's like a circle
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
on that
where
cheese
he's
face,
catching him
and he's
from
catching.
tripping.
If they did that in like a model, I would do that. I would get that. I
that
would
would
get
be
that.
hella cute. You might have to get an acrylic standee from an artist
Yeah.
for that kind of merch.
I have to learn how to make my own, man, because I know how to. I know, not even learn. I know of a website where you can get like small batch ones, like single ones of like acrylic standees and stuff like that, which is pretty
Ooh.
epic. And that's what I wanted to do for the Outcast thing, for you and I. But I just haven't gotten there yet. But that's why when you were like acrylic standees of your like D&D OCs is like this is a real possibility, man. This is something I could physically do, huh? Thank you, I Heart Drawing. I think that makes us go. I think I Heart Drawing. I think you've made us over the threshold. Or is
Maybe?
it on the comic?
Oh my
The
god, for
comic
real?
is good. Yes, lovely. But I know we're really close on the YouTube as well. View my channel. Yes, we did! 700 subscribers! Thank you, iHeartDrawing! Woo!
Amazing!
700 subscriber milestone on YouTube! Oh, I can't believe it. Nuts. And iHeartDrawing did follow on the comic as well. We're at 139 now. How crazy, how insane. I honestly can't believe that number. I can't believe any of these numbers. I don't think there's a single number that we have that I can believe. We like just hit 300, or we're about, yeah, we just broke 300 on the Folding Planets YouTube. Yeah, we're at 269 on Twitch, which is just nice, you know, nice. But I can't believe it. So nuts, so crazy. It's a good year already, guys.
That it is.
I think that deserves. If I have money, I don't have money. Mars cookies.
Oh, I gotta bake.
Bake me cookies, Mars. Thank you, Mars, for baking cookies.
You're very, very welcome. There they are. Have some tea and cookies.
I know,
everybody.
we broke it briefly, Nicole. We did break it briefly. There was one point in time where I had more subs than videos, but you have to keep that going for a while. Because it breaks, and then, of course, you know, I post a new... It counts shorts, so I post a new video every single day, and some days too. So, it's definitely hard to maintain.
Definitely save us.
Well, that's what makes it so many videos. We would not have 704 videos if it did not count the shorts in that number, and we would have far surpassed.
Thank God it does.
We gotta keep that content flowing. Gotta keep all that info, and of course we just had the elevator hitch boost of having an extra video every week because of that.
Yes.
So that certainly doesn't help.
Very good timing.
It was very, very good timing, but it definitely doesn't help with trying to keep ahead of with subscribers to videos.
No, definitely not.
But yes, that last one comes out this Sunday, last elevator hitch one. I know Nicole has already seen it because Nicole's a Chad.
It is a fun video, I can guarantee. I'm totally not biased at all, you guys.
You haven't even seen it yet. It has content not even you've seen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the last uploaded one.
Oh, no, the one that comes out this Sunday.
Oh, well, that makes a difference. That makes a heck of a difference.
Yes, it has content that only Ori and Nicole has seen, and Dylan, because he did watch the updated ones, but not because he was there. It's because he's also a Chad YouTube member as well.
Nice. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't afford my own YouTube. I'm broke.
Never a worry, Mars, or anybody else in there. I wish I could easily show you the videos.
This is what happens when you're a student. Just broke.
I see Pastry Puff. A very unbiased Chad. Yes. Incredibly unbiased, Nicole. The least biased.
You know, you saw the video, you were able to make a fair judgment on it. I'd say that's unbiased.
Well, Pastry
You
Puff,
didn't have any preconceived notions going in.
I know that once you play it, you'll watch the videos, of course, and see our chaos.
It's going to be glorious.
It is going to be glorious.
Oh, crap.
Oh no, what happened?
I just realized it's going to rain at 12 a.m. tonight.
Oh.
My car is not covered.
Yep.
God damn it! I don't want to go outside.
Yep. Ooh,
all right,
I got an update on when I'm getting my car.
I'm gonna stay for this and then I'll go cover my car. This is big news.
Okay. It's very short. The end of February.
Yay!
Very exciting. It's taking so
awesome.
long because I needed a specific exterior color because I'm picky.
What color?
It's like a pretty blue-gray. It's literally brand new.
Ooh.
Like the color just came out on this like year's model, 2024.
Oh.
So
Oh shit, that's nice.
it's apparently really hard to find, but I didn't care about what the interior color was. So it's just like, I want the exterior to be the, because sadly they didn't
Ori
have the
was
color that I
basically
wanted.
like, this is my first car, paid with my own money. I'ma
Yeah.
get what I want.
They didn't have, and my mom is definitely there, like, ooh, hopefully we'll see you soon, but a nice meeting you, and thanks for the subs.
Yes,
I
thank
heart
you for
drawing.
popping in, drawing.
It's not a giant pink car. They don't have
Oh.
those options. Honestly,
If
I like having like subtly not a normal color, if that makes sense, right? Like I didn't want like hot red or like, you know, orange. So I'm getting a Subaru Crosstrek,
Ew.
and one of their iconic colors is like this orange, and I didn't want that. And I didn't want like silver or
Orange
white or
just
gray or black. They're
doesn't
boring.
Work on a car.
They're boring. I really wanted this. Originally, Subaru had this really pretty blue. Subaru Trek blue. Which is what
See,
I
this
really
is
wanted.
what happens on the chill week, guys. We end up talking about everything and anything.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not like we don't do that normally, but usually there has to be a little
Me
more.
too, Nicole. That's a mood.
So this is the color I originally wanted, which is definitely vibing
Gorgeous.
towards that pastel. I really, really wanted this color. However,
That's
they
beautiful.
discontinued this color, which is
Damn
really,
it.
really sad. So I
How
think,
dare they?
I'm sorry, hold on. No, this is the one I'm getting.
Oh,
The
well,
lighter
that makes a
one
difference.
is matte. But yeah, it's very pretty, is what I was saying. It's this pretty blue.
That is a very nice blue. It's kind of like Easter egg blue. I like it.
Yeah, it's called Offshore Blue Metallic. And this is the color.
Mm.
So this is like, yes, really wanted this color. It has black interior, and I'm very excited. And we have
Leather
to
or
name.
cloth?
We have to name it. Okay, I have a Cricut like cutting machine, and thus that means that I can cut out vinyl decals for my own car.
Ooh.
And apparently something in the Jeep community, especially there's a big Jeep community in Hawaii that I learned, is that everybody names their Jeep. And they have it little like decaled onto the side of the Jeep. So people, there was like this person that I saw had like a yellow Jeep, and they named their Jeep Cheddar, and they parked next to another yellow Jeep, and at Jeep's name was Nacho, because you can like read the name, like, you know, because they all have like little names. And I'm like, I need that like really bad, and so I have the capability,
Anything to feel that bit of community.
of designing a decal for my car with its name. And so y'all need to help me think of a good name for my car. That's a goal, I
Tamaki.
have to say. Tamaki. It is nearly Oron blue, isn't it?
Just immediately, yes.
It would be Kyoya, but you know.
I
No,
could
I don't
see
think I
Kyoya.
want to do that.
Kyoya the car. Kyoya the car.
I liked some, I had the idea of like Robin, because like Robin's eggs are blue.
Like Robin Egg Blue.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I do kind of like the idea, name it the Steel Samurai. No. Obviously it's the Nickel Samurai. No. He had a lot more blue in it though. The Steel Samurai was more red. It could be Phoenix, which would be really funny because
That
most
would be funny
people...
because everyone would be like, "Ooh, the bird," but you'd
Well,
be
and
like,
then, but it's blue,
"Uh-huh,
and it's like, no,
sure."
it's Phoenix, right? And it's blue, you know. But there's a bluer version of the car which I didn't like and didn't want to get. So I don't know. I feel like the blue isn't right. But that's an
Too bad
option.
we didn't meet the magician character in the next trilogy. She has that kind of
Trucy.
blue.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd name my car Trucy.
That just
Phoenix isn't bad though, but I
That's
feel
also
like
way
naming
too
it.
close to like sort of kind of Ori's mom's name.
The Blue
That would
Badger.
be weird.
No. See, I think I don't want to name it like directly after like another character. Like I like the vibe of Cheddar and Nacho, right? Where it's like it's like a pet name. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that.
Like I feel like that's kind of the vibe I'd go for. And I like the sort of like short and sweetness of it. You know, like Cheddar, Nacho. It's not like Amethyst, you know, like there's like too many letters.
I
like,
gotta
syllables
tell
there.
you, there's not many blue foods in the world, but we
Well,
can
it doesn't have to
certainly
be a
try.
food. I mean,
I feel like it should be named after a bird. That's
blue
just
and
me.
badger. I mean, the biggest one is like blue jays that we see that are blue.
Jay.
Jay. Robin is known because their eggs are blue.
But that
they're
one feels so
green.
obvious. Like there's no hidden layers of meaning to it, you
I mean,
know?
obviously there's the blue bird, the bluebird, which is our state bird. But again, kind of lame. I was trying to think of like, because I'm an arborist, I was trying to think of like plants, notable blue plants, and the best I got to was like hyacinth or hydrangea. Hyacinth isn't bad, if I'm being completely honest.
Hyacinth is pretty. I
Hyacinth
like that.
is nice. Berry from blueberry. Yeah, that's a blue food, berry. I always go to like the butterfly pea. But I don't think that would be a good car name. Is it
And
the
butterfly.
Admiral? Well, that's what I'm... But I think it's... I think there's a blue admiral butterfly. Yeah, there's a blue admiral
I'm just
butterfly.
immediately thinking of the Cars quote, float like a Cadillac, sting like a Beamer.
Yes. Yeah, so there's a butterfly. I actually made a song. Okay, this is really, really funny. We're going far afield, but it'll make sense.
All right, this might be where I leave you guys to go cover my
go
car.
ahead.
So
I've
have fun.
definitely told you this.
I'll be back in 5 then.
But in college, part of my major, I had to go to basically college summer camp. Lightning McQueen. No. It would be Doc, he's blue, right? Or Sally, she's the blue car. But no. You're basically at college summer camp, okay? And so at one point we had to catch like insects to like look at them and study them. And I kept seeing this butterfly, and I really wanted to catch the butterfly, but it kept avoiding me. I was unable to catch it. And it was called a red admiral butterfly. And I can probably get a picture of it. But there's different kinds. And that's what the red admiral looks like. And there's different kinds of admirals. There's blue admirals, there's white admirals, and there's everything like this. And because I was unable to catch... There's also, I think, a purple admiral? Yeah. There's a purple admiral. There's lots of admiral butterflies. But because I was unable to catch it, I actually, like, made up a, like a work song. So you know how, like, I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. Like, that's a work song where you, like, all sing it together. Or, like, a sea shanty is, like, a work song. So I made up, like, a song about the admiral butterflies and how I was unable to catch them. And I would just, like, go around, like, stepping on the beat, like, marching to the beat, singing my admiral song. And I don't think I remember all of it, but I definitely remember a surprising portion of it. This is like... Oh god. That's painful to think about how many years ago that was. It's like 6 years ago now, Jesus. Only butterfly names you know are I think there's red admiral butterflies in Animal Crossing. Admiral butterfly Animal Crossing? Oh, maybe not. Nope, there's not. I thought there was. But I am incorrect. But so my car could be Admiral. I think right now I like Hyacinth, Admiral. Oh, someone else here offered one. Berry is cute, but I'm not sure. What's the tree that has blue cones? Korean fir. They have blue cones, which is neat. Or the Siberian pine. Ooh, and turkey tail mushrooms are really pretty blue as well. This is tough, guys. This is difficult. Like Hyacinth? Call it, yeah. I'm Link now. You like it because of the myth of Hyacinthus? Yeah, a lot of really fun plant names are from myths and everything like that. That cone gives me weird feelings. Like the whole tryptophobia. Hello, hola. Ciao and bonjour. Hello, enthuse. We're talking about naming my car.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back. I didn't sing this song, so it's okay.
I am kind of curious. Did you guys hear a meow?
Not at all.
Okay, because when I took off my headset, I set it down, and Misty was standing right next to it. If there's anyone new in chat, Misty is my little kitty cat, and she's very needy. She was standing right next to the microphone, so I gave her like a little ear scratch, and she meowed directly into the mic. So I was like, oh my god, if Chad heard that, like, I was pretty sure you guys would say something, but I had to check because I was like, if she did that, that's too fucking funny.
Enthuse, that took me way too long to understand what that meant. We eat our mistakes. I understand now, but I was just like, what?
Yeah, that gave me some pause.
I was like, what? But it's the fact that, like, I guess, you know, Enthuse works with food somehow, and if they make a mistake, you get to eat it. So,
It's a pretty good deal.
Oh yeah, I used to work at a bakery. That was my first, like, true job ever. And literally, this was really bad, like, for us, the workers, because literally it was like anything inside the case behind the counter you can eat at any time as long as you, like, go into the kitchen to eat it. Like, you could take it and just eat it. Literally anything for free. Like, they didn't care at all. Anything you could eat on your shift was free, except for, like, stuff from, like, the Snapple case, or like the pre-made the pre-made sort of like separately wrapped stuff. If it was like something you could easily reach from behind the counter or in the kitchen, it was free if you ate it during shift. And so I ate way too many. Somehow I really didn't gain weight, which is honestly impressive, but I ate way too many.
Okay, Enthuse, I have to know, what was your mistake?
What was it?
You're really selling it here. I need to know.
Don't worry. Yeah, what food establishment do you work at, Enthuse? You can't leave us in suspense like this. They would make whipped cream, and then if there was like fresh chocolate chip cookies, oh. God, end me.
Kryptonite.
So good.
Straight up kryptonite. I swear.
Chipotle chicken avocado melt. Ooh. Delicious
That does
indeed.
sound pretty good.
Okay, you guys are making me really hungry. So now that Mars is back, Mars has to entertain you guys for like 5 minutes while I go get the cookies I just baked today.
Ooh. Okay, you gotta let us know what cookies they are.
They are chocolate, supposed to be walnut, but we had pecan, so they're chocolate pecan.
Yeah, that works out pretty well.
Indeed. I'll be back.
I feel like winter is prime baking season. I want to start baking again so badly, you guys. I found my measuring spoons that went missing. Oh, good night, Mason. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging. Always a pleasure having you. My measuring spoons went missing for the longest time, and I was super sad because, oh, guys, math for baking is hard. I know it's not, but Mars' brain, when not in school or thinking about comic, turns off. So I just want my freaking measuring spoons. Luckily, I found them. Poor Ori. She was subject to one of my cookies that didn't have the measuring spoon measurements. That was an adventure. I'm really hoping to bake again. I really want to try red velvet cake for Valentine's Day because just fits the mood. It's the right time. I'm pretty sure I have all the ingredients. So
You gotta look up
here is
Cake Man
hoping.
Raven's red velvet cake.
I was going to use a bigger, bolder baking because the recipes
I
are
also love
so
red
easy.
velvet cake. Okay, now I have to remember where Cake Man Raven is because I might work near its location.
That would be hella funny if you did.
Well. No!
What? But what happened?
I looked up the location and I was right there. I was so close.
You can go get some.
I'm not over there tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so upset. I was literally fucking. Where was I? Come on. Oh my god, I'm so fucking pissed. I was right there. I was in walking distance.
This is some unbridled rage. Holy shit. Guys, do you think she's mad? I think she's
red
mad.
velvet cake, and that's literally all they serve. It's red velvet cake. They're known for their fucking red velvet cake, and I'm so pissed that I was right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You'll get it someday. I'll bring you some. I'll mail it to you.
You'll go into the city?
No, I was gonna bring you the one I made.
Oh, okay. Well, I will have to see you relatively soon, so...
Oh?
Yeah, we'll have to print out the first batch of, posters.
Yes, yes. That is totally right, I forgot.
So you can give me cake then.
Perfect. You just gotta let me know so I can bake it.
It'll be literally, I think, the Saturday after we... after the thing.
Yes, Enthuse.
Yes.
Posters.
Okay, we'll take a look.
Take a look.
Because I have to show it off while everybody... Yeah. Because I have to show off... the cool thing I did that I showed you, Mars.
Please?
I showed you.
Oh, that's right, you did. I'm brain.
So they are not available for purchase yet. They will be available
I need
for
more
purchase
chocolate. I'm not awake.
starting on next week's Comic Corner stream for the anniversary. But we have two options. Where's my thing? This one. Okay. We have this, It's international shipping. You can get it in 2 different sizes. But what I really wanted to show off here, so this is one poster you can get. But look what I did! You can see the poster in your favorite Outcast locations. Ooh, fancy. There is also, I'm also have, if you should want, because I know a lot of you are Ace Attorney fans, the Moreau's Turnabout AU cover as a poster too. Again, you can get it in the 2 separate sizes. And you could again see it in your favorite Outcast comic locations. Ooh, yes, lovely. I thought of that, Nicole. I really wanted to have it like actually be a mock-up, but then I was like, wait. It would be so much more funny.
Hang on, we could do something with this.
If I did it in the Outcast universe. Basically, all of the orders that we will get from the opening to us basically printing them, so before Saturday. So Saturday it will be the February 3rd. Will be signed by Mars and I. Oh. And if you come to stream, you will have a discount code.
Yes!
Yay!
So that's incentive. Please come.
Come to stream. You also...
Nice.
Oh, did you like my, prize options, Mars, before I announced them?
Oh, yes. Very much so.
So also...
I had no...
You could win a poster in our... I almost said Ace Attorney. In our Outcast trivia during the stream. You could win a poster. You could also win a commission by me or a commission by Mars. There will be 3 placers. Yes. Very cool stuff. Very fun.
I have done writing for one of these prize winners before.
Indeed. And I'm working on a commission right now.
I think they were happy with the product.
I can't imagine them not being. And if you want to see Mars's writings, you can look her up on Archive of Our Own as Lore of Mars.
AO3.
Yes, AO3.
In layman's terms, AO3. It's a lot of Trigun.
It's vast majority Trigun.
Out Noah Zero. We got some Psyche K, and then we got a Sword of the Stranger fic. Enjoy.
Indeed.
If you so
and
choose.
all the brain worky juices. All the Trigun, there it is. Fics have cover art by yours truly.
Yes.
Doubly fancy.
See, this is why you befriend an artist, guys.
Yeah. It's pretty epic. I know Dylan gets the fruits of the labor as well.
They are very nice fruits.
That's the true secret.
We are enjoying the fruits.
But guys, this is definitely the big year for all of our content creation stuff, because now we're finally kind of in it. We finally kind of know what we're doing a little bit more.
Funny. It's a big year for content creation stuff, but it's also a big year for just life in general.
Well, you know, what I mean by big year is more just being kind of
celebratory.
It's celebratory. Yeah, there's a lot of possibility for milestones, and also, you know, after doing one anniversary stream for like we did everything once, right? We did the launch
fun.
And we did the streamiversary. Now I kind of know what's up, you know?
Yeah.
And also we obviously did Ace Attorney game show. So, you know, we're kind of more knowledgeable now.
We're cruising.
So expect fun stuff throughout the year.
Lots of fun stuff.
Lots of fun stuff. Also, all of our Ko-fi members will be able to see on the anniversary the original first episode that was completely scrapped, not even remade, and became instead the prologue, again, which is very different. Technically, the events are still canon, but they're just not pictured.
Canon. Oh, went with the prologue because it set the themes up better, it set the introductions up better, set the world up better. It was just better.
Indeed. And the original art for the then entry 1 and entry 2 page 1, which are never before seen because they're very old and they were remastered into what you have today.
Through the prologue, she then decided I must go back and redraw all of this.
Yeah, they were just very very different from
it was incredibly different.
They needed to be updated. And as Nicole mentioned before, there will be just general comic updates, including 4 new panels and different lines, and some smoothing out, additional dialogue,
transitions. So
that'll be up this
Go
weekend.
back and reread.
Yeah.
You guys can even tell us which changes you notice.
Ooh, that would be really fun.
That's more a me thing. I just think that would be fun.
Oh yeah, it would be really fun. Can you point out the extra panels? Can you point out the changed dialogue?
I'm very curious to hear. But I'm so glad everyone likes the mock-ups. I thought those were so cool when Ori sent them.
I know, right? 4 whole new panels.
I think I just tagged them as like 100, but like I really thought they were cool.
No, you definitely said they were so cool.
Okay.
You said something. You typed something. You did.
It's like if it's not in business meeting, I feel like I can't express my enthusiasm for something. Like, how are words and text going to be enough?
Literally saying anything about them is like, good. I did it.
This is all good. Caps and a million exclamation points.
That I'm happy. When I post something in the like in the Folding Planet server or something, and literally anyone does like the little emoji react, I'm like, yes, I'm validated now. That's why I make sure to emoji react on everything, because I know I like how it feels to be acknowledged.
It feels hella good.
It's so good. It also makes me feel like a real content creator, because you see like really big content creators and they have like tons of like emoji reacts on their stuff, and I'm just like, ha, I've made it. I have emoji react.
Right. Yes, I am one of you now. I don't know how you'll contain your excitement and enthuse. You're just gonna have to wait for Saturday/Sunday.
Yep, it'll be announced in the Discord, and you'll have to say if you can recognize can point out the 4 new panels and the additional or changed dialogue. None of the changes are retconning in any way. None of the changes are necessary to go back and read to continue understanding the comic. They're just clarifying or pacing changes and stuff like that. But
nothing
still
too
be
crazy.
Fun.
It'll be very fun. Highly recommended, in fact.
And you should also read up if you want to win at Outcast Trivia, because it'll be on any of the posted episodes, including the one that will come out on Monday. Could have questions about it. So
you're gonna want to check that out. 100%.
You're gonna want to make sure. Study if you want to win that poster, commission, or well, I guess they're both commissions.
Go
poster
for the
or commission. Indeed. I mean, I know I'm going to the store with Mars on Saturday no matter what, because I know we're getting posters.
Yeah, we want posters.
There is no question there. Just like when I finally learn how to 3D model, the first one is mine. Then Mars can get one, but the first one is mine.
Fair enough.
And then Mars will have to see if she wants to wait even longer for me to paint hers. Because I'll have to paint them all. I have to paint them all by hand. But so you saw that Marcel, right? That we talked about.
Oh yes.
I'll show it on stream again because we have some people who weren't here earlier. But basically, I was like, if I get good enough, we could have like a campfire scene like the Marcel.
Ooh, I
That'd be
like the
really epic.
sound of that.
Because that would be super, super cool.
I could envision that. Yeah.
That new?
I don't
think
know.
the Marcel pop-up parade just literally dropped.
Oh, shit, don't
Like,
tell
since-
me that.
Like since I looked last, it's only $32. It actually looks really fucking good. Please give me Leos. I need Leos though. Why is there so much Marcel? I want Leos. I really, really want Leos. But
I'm sorry, cute anime girl gets priority.
this is the Marcel. Let me actually open it in a new tab.
He's super cute.
She's so pretty, but it's so pretty. And, you know, we obviously have outcast animals and stuff, and flora and fauna. So I would really think this could be cool as, like, a whole, like, the boys at the campfire scene. If I get that good. That's, like, a dream.
I could see that.
But otherwise,
amazing.
I would do stuff more like this, like the pop-up parade. Like this.
It's definitely less daunting.
Yes, this is the first goal. This sort of thing. But I love the movement. And they're so nice. So lovely. So great.
So
I'm very excited. I need it really bad. Yes. It does look good, doesn't it? I already ordered the Leos Nendroid because his... It's like, okay, I used to say that Natsu was my favorite anime character for the longest time.
Pretty sure
it is Leos now,
grow.
100%. Well, Leos technically wasn't an anime until recently, but I love Leos so much.
Poor Natsu.
Nice enthuse.
We'll say, Natsu will always be the original fire baby.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, Leos isn't even a fire baby. He's just my boy. But I just vibe so fucking hard with Leos. Like, Jesus Christ. He's just top tier, man.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
Just top tier.
Top tier.
So go watch Dungeon Mesh, you guys. Do it.
It's
Literally,
so damn
I might have to.
Episode.
Yeah, I know. I might have to, like, make it a Discord thing like we did with No Evil. I need to force people to watch it.
I'm pretty sure everyone's already watching it.
I don't know. Not everybody has the Netflix.
No, but everyone can be a pirate
Yes.
if they so choose. It's a free
And I'm willing
life.
to buy your to show you the boat.
It's
if
a
you
way
ask
of life.
nicely. Yeah, exactly. See, people like the Discord watch parties. I know they were sad that we didn't do something that I talked about.
Did we not do Over the Garden Wall this year?
No, I did,
Or
barely.
Did I just miss it?
You missed it because it was on like a
Okay.
Monday and it was very
Oh,
spur of the
no,
moment
okay.
and we literally couldn't schedule it otherwise. Like it was like now or never. And we were like kind of not going to do it, but then we were like, no, I can't not do it. I'm just chilling anyway. But there was something else I was going to watch with people and that we didn't end up doing yet. What was it? Does anybody remember?
I feel like it might have been another series.
Because we did watch No
potentially.
Evil, but that wasn't the plan to watch it again.
I think
was
we were
something
gonna
else.
wait a little while before doing it again.
No, I'm trying to remember. I'm blanking.
Oh dear.
But people like the Discord watch parties, so I think that like it would be
Hey,
a way to
Oscar.
get people to do it. What was I looking at?
I don't know. What you doing, Ori?
Slowly unbraining.
Valid.
Nothing new yet.
Ugh,
Soon though. Soon though.
very soon.
Should be
Indeed.
soon. It's 3 months since the last episode of No Evil, so they usually come out every like 3 to 4 months, so should be soon. Should be soon.
Here is hoping, because I need it.
Oh no! This link is bad! Why is this link
Oh.
happening?
Why
It
is it
literally
bad?
goes nowhere. It just goes nowhere. It's
Oh, okay.
well, it technically goes somewhere, but the items don't exist yet, so the discount isn't applied to anything. Oh look,
Oh,
there's the
crap.
link that would happen. Why is that coming up though? That shouldn't. Oh, I know why. Okay, I know why. I'm like,
Have
it
you
shouldn't
solved
come up
the
unless
mystery,
comic is
Ori?
in the title, but it also might be coming up because art is the theme. So, interesting. Has that been coming up this whole time? Ha, it has. I never noticed. Nobody said anything. Why didn't you guys tell me? I set it up too soon. I was trying to be diligent.
Oh,
That's okay. We're chilling. We're just vibing. That'll
vibing,
be
chilling.
what the poster link will look like. And if you're in
We're
stream, you'll
good
get
and
that
we're getting it.
discount. How fancy.
Indeed. Who would have thought we could be so fancy?
It can be very fancy, just apparently only with a little. It has to have a little bit of scuff, otherwise it's not authentic.
Well, then it's just not on brand.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So goals: 3D modeling first, and then I'll finally rig my VTuber model.
Nice.
Sadly, you cannot pay with pretzels, Oscar. Unfortunately, I can't pay the printer with pretzels. They don't like pretzels.
It's unfortunate.
Very
Truly.
unfortunate.
We live in a dark
Because honestly,
timeline.
we literally, this is not an exaggeration, this is the truth, have a box which contains a bag full of pretzels that were specifically picked from a like a party mix jar because they were not liked as much as the other stuff in said
Oof.
party mix jar. And was this me? No, it was not me. It was Dylan and Doug. Called out.
That is so relatable, though.
They had like 3 jars though of just some pretzels, and it was like, why? Why don't you at least put them in one jar?
It's like, but why not?
Well, because apparently one jar had the correct ratio still, and then I screwed it up. But then they didn't think that I could remove the pretzels, but I could, because it's just pretzels. I fixed it! And then it actually worked out really well, because apparently we got rid of a box that was an important ballast in order to perch a fan on top of it so that the toxic 3D printer fumes could be expelled from the apartment. But
Oh.
I removed this box without knowing that that was its purpose. And thus we had a new box, but said box did not have the proper ballast. What did have the proper ballast? The bag of pretzels.
God damn it.
And that's where we're at now.
Can't say you didn't try.
Ferrex Rock AU?
Oh,
Like-
Band-Aid?
Like Band AU Rock Star? You like that, Ferrex, Oscar?
You guys
okay.
haven't even met Ferrex in the Band-Aid
Uh,
yet.
He's
We're
in
so
the
whole
one
culture.
short.
You.
He's in the one short where it's like, say darling.
Oh, yes.
I know Oscar
That,
likes that, Ferrex.
that one's my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. That might have to be a future thing. I will take note.
In a seductive way.
I will certainly take note. We'll have the Band-Aid stuff, because I do hope to get that comic going again. Just needed to settle into life again.
I want to keep writing for it.
yeah,
I
okay.
I
I'll make
loved
sure to
writing
get this.
asshole Aster. Like, guys, give me a
Everett,
reason.
Everett.
Right? Oh, Avrit. I said Aster, didn't I?
You did,
Fuck.
you did. Her own characters, guys. Give it up for Mars.
Hey. This is what we get for picking names that are so damn similar.
That's the only one, and it's because of what they're from and whatever its name means.
It's literally just name meanings and species. Like
Yeah.
that's the only reason we ended up here. We had no control over that. That's the rule we had in our universe. So
And they can be screamed. That was a Mars thing.
Mm-hmm. That they can.
What was I gonna say?
Oh, your sister wants it, Oscar. Totally not you.
Exactly.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
get it for her, definitely. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I was gonna say something though.
I don't know what you were going to say. I'm not in your head.
It was certainly something.
I bet it was.
Oh yeah, there's also Mars has written even more of the Ace Attorney AU, so I hope to do it on a
so much Ace Attorney
a
AU.
regular but slow basis. But we're just settling into new life here, figuring it all out.
We're just cruising. We're cruising and relaxing.
And I
my
ain't
cat
cruising
is
for a
licking my
bruising.
hand.
And
Why
I don't
is my
know
cat
why
licking my hand? What do you want,
we got
animal?
into the accents, but we did.
I don't know, but my cat seems to like it. She's going
Yes, Pastry
crazy.
Puff. It's very good. It's very exciting. I really
Okay.
enjoy it. So I can't wait for you to
Wait.
read it when
Guys.
we keep going with it.
Guys, just for you. She's purring up a storm right now. I'm gonna try to give you kitty purrs. Here you go. I don't know if you can hear them.
I don't think so.
Damn it.
Here. I'll give kitty purrs. There.
See, Misty's has more of a rumble in it, where she's like, yeah, like she has some voice in her purr. It's really weird.
So enthuse. We have
I'll have
not.
to get a video for you
And
guys.
technically, that would have been happening this coming Sunday, that vote. But because life is busy, I think the goal for the moment will be to just focus on actually getting through the Ace Attorney and Band AUs slowly but surely, because they are relatively long-form comics compared to, like, doodles and whatever. So, and then when one of those finishes, we'll probably do like Cafe AU or Demon AU.
Yes.
Because these are both like offshoot story-wise versus just like being in a universe, I think. Ace Attorney is the one exception where it's like very,
Specific?
I don't know how to, no,
I don't know. If
like
that's
they
the
are
word.
just in the universe, but they aren't, but it's a much more open universe by the fact that like the format of Ace Attorney, right?
Definitely way more open.
So
yeah.
my goal this is my goal would be to have at least one page of one of the comics a month, one of the AUs a month. That would be my goal. And then I would release one page for free. So then you guys, the Ko-fi people would be getting a lot sooner. Ideally, the Ko-fi people would get 2 a month, and then the free one would get 1 a month. But to be realistic, it'll probably just be 1 and 1. So like when the first Band AU page comes out, then the first like Ace Attorney AU comic page will like be out, like this sort of thing, and it'll be like that. Ideally, super ideally, something that I need to actually look into, but have started the very basic process of, is getting Outcast to have its own website.
Yes. Oh, next milestone. Here we come.
That would be then easily posted for the free ones on the website, having the different tabs of the different AU comics in it. That is like the super goal. I've talked with someone about how they're doing it for their comic, so I have to look into it a little bit more. I've kind of taken January as just kind of like a settle month, and I've being kind of chill about it. But that is the goals for everything. That is sort of how I hope to plan everything out.
Yes. Balanced like all things should be.
Indeed. But it's just sort of finding the rhythm again, finding the groove, and, you know, seeing what I can manage, at what pace I can manage it.
Yes.
Is, you know, benefit is that I have a lot of the Band-Aid comic, you know, I have it all lined. I think I just need to do the backgrounds, which is kind of daunting and a little frustrating. So that's part of the reason why I kind of stagnated on it. I was a little like, about it. But in theory, there's a possibility that learning Blender would actually help with that even more. Because I'll have even more abilities to model more exact stuff and use that in the backgrounds, which would be really cool. And then it's like my own models. So it's still like my style, but it is a 3D model. And so that would be really epic. And that is a goal as well. That is another benefit of learning 3D modeling. So it's not just for cool Outcast character, figures, which I'm really excited for, but...
Oh, ditto. I mean, it definitely is for that. Not saying it isn't.
Yeah. I mean, that was the base idea, 100%. Without a question.
I mean, just... yes.
We just yes, indeed. This is my favorite part of my rendering process. I'm so happy with this texture that I started adding to hair and fur.
Ooh. So, how did you come across this when the rendering process?
So it's definitely something I had seen artists do. I couldn't sit here and say a specific artist. It's just definitely like in art that I have enjoyed. And I did it in that fateful Trigun costume swap with the lazy rendering, and basically that's all she wrote.
See, Ori intended to be lazy, but then she was like, oh shit, that's good.
Literally, though. I was like, ooh, I really like the vibe of that. And that's all she wrote.
So, which do you feel? This shading or cell shading? Jesus Christ!
So I do like being able to have the cell shading
Brain gone.
With, like, our VTuber models, our PNG tuber models. They still have the hair thing, because I think that's a very important part of my style now, that I really, honestly, really, really love. But I do like being able to, like, do some cell shading during that, because like I mentioned before, GIFs just don't render gradients very well, so it's just better to do cell shading. And since the way that the lines work, they're not really gradients either, this like texture, so it all works out very well. But I think I actually like this method, the new method, quote unquote, better, mainly because it is born of messiness versus cell shading. You do have to be sort of more meticulous about, like, the borders of the shading, right? Like, you know, it's supposed to be, like, nice and crisp. You can't be messy about it. But with this, I can be messy and then blend it out. So it doesn't have to be perfect the first time, right? I'm blending it out anyway. So I do like that a lot. Just sort of, whether or not it takes more or less time is besides the point. It's more just like the fact that, like, so it's actually, this sort of comes around, the early comic, and the brush that I actually used to line is the same brush that I used to sketch. It just has more of, like, steadiness turned on for the digital drawing. More, stabilization. And the reason that I actually started doing line art this way instead of I used to do like classic solid lines was because of I was doing the comic and I wanted it to have sort of a sketchy feel so that I was less concerned about it being perfect. And so the fact that the line art is sort of still textured in this way makes at least me feel less pressure to make the lines 100% like perfect and gorgeous and beautiful. And that was basically why I did that, because the comic, I literally was like, I want to be able to get away with a lot more, and making it sort of the style is a way to do that. And so the poster doesn't exist yet. It comes out next week on the thing. The link is on my bad. It's starting too soon. I'm so sorry, Oscar. It'll all be announced in everything, everywhere.
Yes.
So not yet. I'm sorry. I can't easily turn that link off right now for the last, like, 40 minutes of stream. But so then changing from cell shading to this sort of literally born of quick and messy, quick and dirty, you know, rendering style, sort of just added, I feel like really complemented what turned into like my line art style. So I think it's really nice. I think I'm a little stuck where I did this like Hotsen, like a bust really briefly because I was like messing around with style stuff, and I really, really like it. But it's just unfortunately a little more in depth than the comic, and I'm not super like used to that style yet, so I kind of just regressed, I guess. I wouldn't say regressed like it's a bad thing, you know, just like
I wouldn't call
fell
it
back
regressing.
into like what I'm doing now in my style that I've been drawing the comic in, just because like I know it, I don't have to think about it, and you know the comic does need speed, but I might try to, in sort of the side, like the extra art and stuff, like I have planned for Valentine's Day and stuff, lean a little more into this style so that it might end up being in the comic more. And I'll show that in a second, but I'm almost done with this commission, so I want to
has a
finish
plan, you guys.
Indeed. What is this thing? This is a war horn based off the Ben10 Alien Blitzwolfer.
Yes. Also, hello, cool cat.
Yes, hello, cool cat.
Wart from Halo? I
I don't know.
know, actually.
Looks funny. It is kind of funny. He's a funny alien. It's based off a very specific item from, the Griffin Saddlebag, if you know them at all.
I'm not quite sure how to answer
No
that.
idea.
Oscar.
You're speaking another language at this point, Oscar.
Not a clue.
No idea.
Sorry.
Never haloed.
I have haloed once before, but it was when I was really young, ironically, and I don't remember. No memory.
The elites from Halo open their mouth the same... Open the mouth the same type of mouth, and when they talk, they say wart, wart, wart. Alright then.
I'm gonna have to trust you. Oh.
Okay. Gotta erase here. Oops. And then I think we gotta put it on a darker background for my brain.
nice, very nice.
And then we can... I think I'm going to filter, blur, motion blur. Change the angle a little bit.
Oh, that sounds super cool.
Okay, almost there. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
nice.
that's it.
That is the vibe.
Yeah. And then we want to add glow. Gaussian blur a little bit. Like this. And like that. Add glow. Yeah, right like that. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Still weird, but now it looks cooler. So there's two, yeah, so the link doesn't work yet, Oscar, because the poster is not available yet. Okay? I will make it available soon.
In due time,
It'll
Oscar,
be available
in due time.
on the anniversary. Ooh, draw a frog, cool cat, very nice. And that is it. No matter how much I would love to just open it right now on a whim, I don't think that's fair.
If only. We have to wait for Outcast Day.
Yes,
to
we have to
happen.
wait for Outcast Day. Too many languages, Oscar. You got shook too hard.
Shooketh indeed.
All right, perfect. Look at that, lovely. And then I'll save it as a PNG. Perfect. Oscar says you must leave Genshin, Mars.
Why is the anniversary going to be a massacre? I thought people were happy with the new characters coming out.
Because you're gonna pay so much money, I think, is the problem.
Oh no,
That's the concern.
I am not a money payer. I only spent money on 2 characters. Albedo, which I kind of regret, and Ito, which I'll never regret.
Ito! Did you
Oh,
get
my boy!
Risley?
I did get Risley, and I got him through just hoarding Primogems, and I
Amazing.
was so happy.
Did you,
I was like,
did you get Neverlet?
got him. No, I missed on
So
Nuvalet.
sad.
Never got him, which was very tragic.
Oh, I realized that the
I did get Navia, and I was very, very happy about that.
she's the Archon?
No, she's one of the side characters.
Oh, okay.
But good God, in the Fontaine story, she is the main character. Like, she is fighting to be the main character. She has a dead dad. She's trying to avenge him. She's got her
she has
2
the guns?
sidekicks who she really loves. Yeah, I
Okay.
I love her.
And the parasol.
She's so cool. She's so
epic,
cool.
yeah.
She's got style. She bakes. She loves tea. I'm like, oh, yes. Also, she
Oh
puts
my
on
God.
sunglasses after she fires her guns, like after her taunt. I'm like, this is beautiful. Yes.
Oscar says
please.
that they're doing a
more.
riot on China because MiHoYo doesn't give the same prizes as Honkai, even though workers are asking for mercy.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, but this is the, like, style play I did, which I really like a lot.
It came out phenomenal.
But it's definitely, like, a fair amount of effort. Mainly in the hair, you know, to figure out the hair. And then it's colored line art, so that's just an extra step. But I really, really love it. I just kind of fall into, like, my old ways very easily. This was, like, a lot of effort, you know, in, like, figuring out the hair, how to do the hair. But I really like the, like, added pieces, I guess. You know, volume, I don't know. The pieces. It's more chunks. It's
It
like,
all came together eventually, and that's what's lovely about it.
yeah, it's like partially inspired by like Genshin and that one person that did Epixel, that did the like painterly version of Hotsun.
Oh yes,
It's
the
inspired by
fan
that.
art.
Yeah, the lovely fan art of that.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
I really hope that I can do art fight again. Probably not to the extent that I did, but I really want to. It was so fun.
One of these days, I'm sure
It'll
you
probably be more
Live your
consistently my only like quote unquote challenge I do every year, just because I do like am I gonna give Hotsun his canon event? Isn't the whole comic his canon event?
I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he has his canon events. No, his dad will not die. I'm gonna say that outright. We're not killing
No,
his dad.
we're not killing parents.
We're not killing his dad.
We're not doing that. We're too nice.
We're not killing any parents that aren't already dead at the start of the comic.
Exactly.
He doesn't. Oh, he does not need any more pain. We're just scratching the surface here, God. We have not gotten. I think the most pain you guys have seen has been the slight Sinit backstory hint of what happened with Ferrix and how they all got together. That's
Yeah,
like
and
the
that's
closest,
about it.
and that's like really, really baby. Like
At the moment, it's tame. Like that backstory has so much more going on to it. That's
yeah,
the funny thing.
honestly, out of all of the parts of that backstory, that is definitely not the like the deep part. I don't know how to explain.
It's not the traumatizing part.
Yeah.
It's like it's a peak, but it's not the whole show.
Okay,
You
we're
know.
definitely not doing Jujutsu Kaisen level pain on any of these characters.
No, because we would hate ourselves if we did
I
that.
don't think I could physically do to Yuji what has been done to Yuji.
Good God.
To anyone.
Poor
I don't have that capacity. Like, that's why all of the trauma happened like already, and none of it is Yuji level trauma.
Yeah,
Well, I guess not
no.
all of the trauma, but like the big parts. This is more like the realizing that you have trauma and dealing with it part of the story. That's the secret.
And realizing, oh crap, I need to fix this
Yeah.
about myself. Because now my trauma is affecting other people in not healthy ways.
Exactly.
That's the vibe, you guys. That's the vibe.
That is the vibe.
Generational trauma.
But so this is the style
Break
that
the
I played with
cycle.
and really liked, and want to try and move towards a little more. Again, like
Lore of
mostly with the
Miura.
hair.
I'm not sure I know that one.
Kichi
Oh.
Kami art. No.
See. Okay, so I have definitely.
Oh, it's the author of Berserk.
I'll
Miura.
I'll use the word
Myra.
fantasize or daydream. I'll use the word daydream. I've definitely listened to certain songs, and I have definitely thought, ooh, character being cradled as they're gravely injured, but they don't die, so we get the angst and we also get the comfort as well.
Yeah, this is not a spoiler because if you
I have
literally
definitely thought about
listened
that for many, many characters.
to anything that we ever talk about on here, there's how much Ori can't deal with character death. I would be a very happy person if none of the characters ever in any anime I watch ever died that were good. Because I'm at 2 now that I really, really cared for that died and aren't coming back, and I don't know if I can handle that. I'm barely handling it.
No.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, 3. No, Nanami is not the one I forgot. I forgot Caesar.
Oh.
Caesar was rough.
Jesus.
He's the oldest one. He's the oldest one, so, you know.
He was the original Pain.
He was, yeah.
I thought Jiraiya was the original Pain.
forgot Jiraiya too. I'm thinking
Okay,
the one
4.
that scarred me really bad was now I'm blanking. My mind has shut off because it's sad that it forgot so many people. Kamina.
Ah, yes.
Kamina really hurt me because it was like, main character boy, he can't die. Wait, he wasn't main character boy. He did die.
He was never main character. He was only side character.
Oh yeah. No,
he has no plot armor.
We were distraught as hell when JFA made the implication that Edgeworth was dead, and we knew that he wasn't.
That's what made it even funnier.
Like I don't count that knowledge as a
but
spoiler.
I knew we were all
but the
thinking,
fact
like,
that I know that that we had talked about the timeline of that investigations happens after Trials and Tribulations, which is the Edgeworth games, and that I know that he exists.
Investigations was just a big ass flashback
in the second trilogy, right? Like I know he's in it, like he's like
he gets
alive.
A suit, he gets glasses.
So it's like
he
the
becomes
glasses. And
the
even
ultimate Edgeworth.
Knowing this fact, we were concerned. Same with Phoenix. Okay, when Larry is like, Phoenix is dying, Phoenix is dead, he's gonna die.
Phoenix
we're like, what?
Dead. He's gone,
Edgeworth. No, we have to like tell ourselves like he can't be dead. He's in the other games. You know, I know that he's in the other game. Even with
but then
that
we just
knowledge,
started yelling at Larry for being a dick.
Yeah. Larry's really gone downhill in this one.
I kind of think they Flanderized him a bit.
I feel like he changed from being a character that was
he
unfortunately
changed from being an enjoyable nuisance to okay, you're actually a problem
an
now.
enjoyable nuisance that just dated women that used him, right?
Yeah, like he was the party being taken advantage of.
And he certainly had those weird moments with Maya, but the second that Nick was like, she's basically my sister, he was like, all right, chill. Like, we're chill. You know, he was much less. He's definitely not at like haughty or salmonella levels. You know, at any point in time, it's a little cringe.
God for that.
It's certainly, we definitely had our cringe when he does that, but it was definitely not. I'm sorry, Oscar. So soon. It's definitely not like now he's just like, no, I don't care about Phoenix. He could be dead for all that I know. I'm calling Edgeworth to help this girl that I just...
Yeah.
Like, that's too far.
That
that's like the role reversal that I wasn't prepared for. And maybe you could argue that he always would have done that, but it wasn't shown as blatantly as now.
He never gave off that impression.
Frog. Come for my tea at night. Oh no.
As a bit of an idiot, but he knew where to draw the line. Like this, I just feel was Flanderization.
In the first game, he was bumbling, and definitely like
but he
blinded by love,
empathy, right?
Yeah, and he gave the money back. You know, he had a conscience, and he gave back the lunch money that he stole. 15 years ago. Like, that's growth, in a way. That's character growth. He gave it back. He paid him back. Okay? And what am I doing? Hotsun is a fairy? He doesn't have any wings. That's Italian, cool cat. Yeah. Exactly, Page Puff. Larry was an actual fine person in the first game. In the second game, it got confirmed. See, and that's what's weird. In the second game, right? That's the one... No. He wasn't in the second game at all. Was he?
I thought he showed up a couple times, didn't he?
No, I don't think he's in the second game at all. He shows up in the third game first time as the security guard. Right?
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure, Pastry Puff, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Larry's not in the second game at all. He's not in Justice for All at all. He is in Trials and Tribulations, and he first shows up as the security guard in the Stolen Turnabout. Right? And,
okay.
He, that sort of establishes that he's lazy. Yeah, he's not in the second game. See, I was right. Pastry Puff backing me up here. That kind of establishes that he's lazy and he shuns his duties, which I didn't like because he was, like, manning his own hot dog stand. You know? At the... Like, that takes a lot. And he was doing well enough... We have to look at Frog. He was doing well enough to pay Edgeworth back the $37 or whatever it is, right? You know, like it was enough to get there. So I don't feel like it was like a terrible. Oh my god, I love it, Cool Cat. You've improved so much since we first saw your art in here. Look at this little lad.
Dang.
Look at him.
Oh, I love him.
He's so cute. He's so good.
That's just
Are these
too
little
adorable.
frog prints as the color palette? I like that. I like doing that. 11 out of 10 indeed. Adorable little man.
That is a big 11 out of 10. How cute.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay, Larry was responsible because he owned a hot dog
Yeah.
stand.
He owned a hot dog stand, right? He was doing it. He was making efforts to, like, draw people in. He even said that the samurai dogs were a hit, you know, with the kids and all this sort of stuff. He was doing well. And then, in the third game, he's, like, lazy, and he's, like, hitting on Desiree, which is honestly getting back in the cringe territory, because before we never knew him to hit on taken women, right? He specifically asks first if Maya is Phoenix's, like, girlfriend, basically, without, you know, in so many words.
It's like,
and then it's not until Phoenix is like,
still asking.
Yeah, it's cringe because of her age and everything like that, but at least he, like, didn't immediately start flirting and then be like, oh wait, she's your girlfriend, I don't care, right? He was like, hey, Phoenix, is this your girlfriend, basically? And Phoenix is like, no, and he's like, oh well, the open game then, which is the cringe part. But the game, you know, for the games, and considering that, like, in some places, like, you know, where we live, technically 17 is the age of consent, you know, in some places 16 is, it's like, borderline. Still concerning. But
it's like, it's weird.
It's proven that he's not a home wrecker or whatever you want to call it, right? But then when we meet him in the third game, he's like, he knows Desiree is married, right? He knows all this stuff, and he is still going after her. That is really extra cringe now, right? He's still, like,
it's
all
bad.
over it. He doesn't take his job seriously. I don't even know how he got that job. What experience did he have to get freaking security guard, a high security place job, right?
None.
He, like, at least having Old Bag in the security stand, like, makes sense, you know, like, she has security guard experience, right? But yeah, so Larry, and then, and that's like, okay, maybe he's just gone downhill, he's, like, depressed with the, like, job thing, but the Desiree stuff is like, oof, you're really on your icky arc now, man. And then now, when he's like, oh yeah, maybe he did try to save Phoenix as Phoenix fell off the bridge, but you fucking know that if it was Phoenix or, not Dahlia, Iris, he would have not, like, even tried to save
he would
Phoenix,
get Iris
man.
first.
He would not even like a first thing, because, like, obviously, what? I didn't even remember that enthuse. What? Does he really flirt with Pearl? What?
I think I blocked that for my memory.
I don't. There's no fucking way. Oh my god, no.
When did he do that?
Oh god, I will get to relive it again when I get to editing those videos.
Oh no.
That's horrible.
Oh,
Hate
terrible.
That. Hate that.
Ew.
But, back to what I was saying before. I don't think he would even, like, think about saving Phoenix, is what I'm saying. Like, if he totally had the time to save Phoenix and Iris, he would get Iris, and then he would leave. He would have forgotten about Phoenix. Even if Phoenix is still hanging on, easily able to be saved, right?
So here's where like the
Oh,
disconnect comes
fuck, you're
from.
right. You're
It's
right, Enthuse.
like-
I do remember that. Jesus. Oh, yeah. Hate that. Hate it. Hate it, hate it. That's way too far. That's not even like, culture or like location difference. Maybe age of consent is like 16, 17. Like, it's not even like, maybe it's morally gray. That's just,
Nope, that's bad.
ugh. I mean, obviously we don't like the other ones, and also when there's like too much of an age gap, it's also just like, but yeah, they really did Larry dirty, and okay, I would love to know what fucking happened to Larry while we played Justice for All, right? I feel like
Same.
there is something, here's a challenge. Any of you guys who like to write anything, it doesn't even have to be like, fully formatted or anything, but just what happened to Larry while we did Justice for All that caused him to turn from the person that he was in the first game to the person that he now is in the third game. Okay? What happened to him? It doesn't even have
'cause
to be...
It's a rough time.
Was he enthused? That's hilarious. I haven't gotten there yet.
So here's my problem. The game
Just feels
tells
bad.
us that he is supposed to be our childhood friend. And then the first game, he does act like it. Like he ribs us every now and then, he teases us, but like you kind of expect that from people who have a history. He does the same thing to Edgeworth, so it makes sense. When something smells, it's the bus. He's got this catchphrase. It checks
But
out with his
also
personality.
the way
and
that
that's the thing.
is
But
portrayed
now
is
now
not him
that's
being
become an
malicious.
excuse.
Yeah.
Now it's become an excuse. It's no longer endearing. That's the problem. In the first game, you kind of like laughed and you had sympathy for the guy.
It seemed like he was down on his luck a few more times than it was actually his fault,
I don't have sympathy. And the game is still trying to convince me, like, no, this is your friend. You guys are on the same side. You guys are like pals. And it's like, but he doesn't treat Phoenix like one. That's the problem. Oh, geez.
Yeah, I don't like
Why
that
did they do
at
that?
all. That's oh god. I mean, now it kind of leans into the kind of person he is in game 3, but ugh. Yeah, 100% Beige Revo. Childhood friend in the first game, third game just bastardized him. Just
monster.
nuked his whole deal to high hell. See, this is the other thing. At least Lotta stayed consistently terrible.
Lotta, aside
she never
from that
had
one
character
part,
growth, but she
is
also
never portrayed to be a friend.
No. Unfortunately, she is portrayed to be a friend, but she never actually isn't the same person, right? Like, she has all the same faults all of the time, which sucks because we don't like her and we wish that she could have some character growth. But at least she doesn't deteriorate for no reason. She's consistently terrible.
Us with character growth, and then just it dropped
that was
the ball
terrible.
Completely.
Hated that so
that
much.
Was horrible.
Ugh, terrible. The worst. Yeah, exactly. She pretends to. No,
that's exactly.
She doesn't even pretend to have character growth. She has that one moment where she's saying that she's trash, which is honestly very annoying, and then she's like, "So you like forgive me?" And then no matter like what you do,
people who goes like, "Oh, I'm the worst. I'm horrible. You must hate me."
Manipulating.
Yeah, very much
terrible.
So. Just ugh.
Yeah,
not a fan.
Literally exactly Pastry Puff. And that's what the whole thing is that when something smells, it's probably the butts. Seems more like he's like, sadly, Murphy's Law all the time, right? Seems like Larry is just, he dates bad women, he's unlucky, he, is just a bit of a dunce, a little bit, but it's never malicious. Right? It's never malicious. And even when it talks about him taking the lunch money from Edgeworth, right? I'm pretty sure it's painted as like he just kind of saw it, picked it up, and forgot about it, if I remember correctly. He wasn't like, oh, haha, I want to steal $37, like it wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and get away with it. He like didn't even remember when he defended Phoenix. Like he wasn't even thinking about them being the same thing, right? He's just kind of a goof. that does some accidental stuff, but again, he makes it up at the end. 38, I'm sorry. We used up that Ace Attorney trivia then tonight. But, you know, and then he makes it up in the end, right? He gives the money back, and that's growth. And, you know, oh yeah, it's been 15 years. Well, he really hasn't seen Edgeworth in 15 years. He really couldn't give it back, even if he wanted to, you know? So, like, it's fine. I'm okay with that. And then just know I absolutely hate him in the third game. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
I think with that, it's a good time to wrap up. Gotta go make lunch and everything like that. But, thank you all for hanging out with us. We will be so excited to see you tomorrow for our 20th episode of Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. That's pretty nuts. We are on episode 20. That is not including the double episodes that have part 1, part 2s because of stream issues. Knock on wood, I have solved the problem, and my computer will, knock on wood, not shit the bed again. Okay? Knock on wood. Should all be good.
Well, certainly
I'm going to take double precautions. Lunch. Yes, it is 11:30 where I am. I have work tomorrow, so I have to set up my lunch so that I can wake up tomorrow, grab it, and leave. That's what I mean by make lunch. I have to prepare my lunch for tomorrow.
I have been prepping my lunches as well. Exactly. It is a endeavor.
It's just something you gotta do, being an adult. But all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you all tomorrow. Good night.
Yes. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for chilling.